Ugh. Ugh.
God
Ugh.
damn it, that was horrible. That was horrible. How did it get worse? How was that game worse than game 3 and somehow worse than game 1?
I don't know. Was it worse? It might
Oh,
not have been worse. You
I
stop.
was there. I was
I'm
there.
doing the intro right now. You guys know Messed Up Podcast right here. Follow us Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, video version, YouTube. James, Mark, everything. Foul Territory Network. That was fucking horrible. That was
Mhm.
so bad. It was so bad to watch that team again. I'm not there's no blame going around. There's no bullshit going
Oh,
here. It
yeah,
was
no.
just to watch that game to just get the life strangled out of you slowly and painfully. It's miserable. It sucks. On a national stage at home for 2 games in a row to watch what just happened twice was terrible.
Yeah.
There's no even adjectives. I'm not even going to the thesaurus. That shit just fucking sucked.
It's like when you watch, like, a YouTuber do a boxing fight and then, like, they actually fight a real boxer. Like,
What kind
when
of it? Oh, you're talking about JP?
yeah, like, no, when Jake Paul's gonna fight Mike Tyson and Mike Tyson's gonna maybe, like, actually kill him in the ring and he's 50, like, that's just what it felt like these last 2 days where it's like, "Oh my god, we're just getting pummeled. We're just getting crushed. What is happening?" And what's craziest too is, like, a couple times like, maybe maybe we landed a punch." Nope. No, we didn't. We didn't do anything. We got nothing. It
But
was
did feel like that sometimes.
I know, like, you hit them and they just kept coming. They just kept coming. I don't know. I think I'm going to preface everything we say in this podcast at the beginning of this is not a shot at the team. This is not a shot at the players.
No, we're emotional.
Yeah, we're emotional. It's just like this is it's
This is
finally
instant reaction. This is event. This is getting all this shit out right now. For the next 10 minutes, you guys are going to hear unadulterated emotion about how fucking horrible these last 2 days have
yeah,
felt for
because
the Mets.
still Mets in 7. Mets in 7. Mets in
Always.
7. Always believe. But yeah.
Ah!
Today it felt like the magic might have ran out. It was the first time I felt like that in a very long time.
Stupidly, and again, maybe actually stupidly, like I still doesn't feel like that. To me, this is an absolute catastrophe of management because again, we watch a game where the bottom of the order cannot sustain a rally, cannot make anything happen, and you look at the players in the bottom of the order, you're like, all right, maybe this could have been changed, and like maybe it's not exactly JJ Martinez. JJ Martinez drew 2 walks again. He keeps getting on base even though he can't hit a ball hard to save his entire life,
Ooh,
and then
I let out a visceral scream in the inning where he led off with a walk, and the first pitch of the at bat, he took that check swing that was called for a strike. I let out a scream. I'm like, make a fucking decision, please.
But then even past that, like now we're just fucking spitting, ripping. I don't give a shit. Why the fuck is Harrison Bader in the lineup? Harrison Bader
Why?
hasn't hit a
Yeah.
ball in the fucking screws in 2 months.
Harrison Bader
Tyrone
hasn't had a
Taylor gets his
competitive
one
at
pinch
bat.
hit at bat and he puts one in the fucking screws. And he's been taking good at bats all fucking postseason. Why in the fuck is this the moment that for some reason we have to get Harrison Bader a couple at bats? We gotta get him going too, like JJ Martinez. I can't understand the thought process. If I can understand the process, I don't really care. I'm okay with any decision. If I can't see the process, I'm gonna give some flack for it. I can't see the process, any of that. And again, this was another game where Lindor was on base all the time. Vientos hit the big home run in the first inning. Pete, it wasn't a great game. He fell down with a couple times. The guy's on base, but he still drew a walk. He still got a hit. He was still on base when he had to. Nimmo got a couple big hits, hit the ball hard many times. After you got past them, it was nothing again. And this is the problem. Why in the world do we keep... This is the definition of insanity. You do the same thing and you expect a different result. Why in the world do we keep doing this at the bottom of the lineup?
I don't know. Jesse Winker getting that pinch hit and putting the ball to the warning track was maybe the most fucked up thing of this entire
Worst part of the game. By far the worst moment of the game.
Because now we know Jesse Winker is completely fine.
Yeah.
Surely he's completely fine if he got in the game, took a violent hack, hit the ball hard, one of the hardest hit balls I feel like of the game for the New York Mets. And then you're like, oh, so he's not playing against right-handed pitching because we want to get JD Martinez going. And listen, Mendoza has pushed all the right buttons most of the year. He's pushing all the wrong buttons in this Dodgers series. He's getting completely outmanaged, outclassed by Dave Roberts, which is tough to do because most people think Dave Roberts is a horrendous manager. But in the same regard, as much crap as we're going to give Mendoza, there is a lack of execution from the players put in that spot. And he can only do so much. Like you said, if the process is there, it's a little less frustrating. But the guys are not stepping up. Like they're besides Mark Vientos and Francisco Lindor right now, there's really nobody stepping up to the plate and giving us that vibe of like, okay, we're going to come back. We're going to take this thing. We're going to make something happen. I know Nimmo had a couple hits today, but he's playing with his feet are broken. Like he's in so much pain.
But he's
Watching him
still doing great. Like he
I
really
know,
is. Like,
but I'm saying him at his worst is still one of our best hitters right now, which is a problem.
dude, the bottom line, after the Dodgers took that lead and the what inning was that? I don't even what was that? That was the third inning. We had guys on. We had the leadoff man on base in 5 out of 6 innings, and 5 out of 6 innings, nothing came from it. Like that. That's just a problem. Like you had so many opportunities to stay in a rally. You had so many opportunities to put up a crooked number. You had so many opportunities to make an impact on this game, and over again, it just simply didn't happen. And it's like you can't really cast blame onto any individual player because everyone's a little bit at fault. You heard Lindor talk about it after the last game, where it's like no one's doing the job right now of men in scoring position. No one's doing the job of men on base, but it's just you can't. Again, like this is kind of what we were talking about before, where it's like anytime you think you're gonna have a counterpunch, they find a way to parry it. They find a way to dodge it. They find a way to get you with the counter jab. Like there's just they're a really good baseball team. They're probably a better baseball team than we are, and it's just every single time you have any chance to sustain anything against them, you just can't do it. And then that's what exasperates all the other shit that's happening. All the tiny little decisions about JD Martinez having horrible at bats when Jesse Winker's on the bench. Like that kind of shit comes back. And like we said last night, when you burn Tyler McGill in the game, not that Tyler McGill's this conquering hero, but when you burn Tyler McGill in a game that you're already out, and then you're in a situation where if Jose Quintana gets to the trouble early, like he did, you're on an island. Then who comes in? There's Jose Budo. And immediately Jose Budo comes in, and Mookie Betts scorches a double to make a 3-2 game a 5-2 game. And now every single thing feels different. The air is let out of the building. You're like, now how the fuck do we come back?
Yeah, and then Phil Maton comes in the game, and of course he gives up nukes because Phil
Puts one on a
Maton
tee.
Throwing batting practice. I mean, me or you might be able to put a ball over the fence against Phil Maton right
But
now. It's unbelievable.
This is the carryover effect of all that shit. Like it's just I don't know. Again, like I'm not saying Tyler McGill's a conquering hero again, but I think that right now, me and some other Mets fans probably trust him a little bit more to get big outs in the middle of a game, opposed to Jose Budo.
Yeah.
This is like me picking between two of my favorite children, going back to the whole months of this podcast, but it's just all this shit goes over and over again. It builds up and it builds up and it builds up and it builds up, then it explodes, and all of a sudden you lose 10-2, and that's how it goes.
And I mean another thing too is that we can't throw strikes, and the Dodgers do not chase. I mean, again, tip your cap to them. They don't chase Max Muncy. He was on base 12 straight times. I think, and
postseason record.
I think 7 or 8 of those were walks. I think tonight he saw 16 pitches out of the zone, offered at 3 of them. Like, the Dodgers are unbelievably patient. That's one thing that this roster's all done, except for Teoscar Hernandez and Chris Taylor. But Teoscar Hernandez hits 35 home runs a year, and Chris Taylor stinks. But this roster's patient. They don't chase pitches, and it seems like the Mets are still using that same game plan that they did against the Phillies, where it's like, get them to chase. This team doesn't chase. And then all of a sudden it's 2-0, and the Dodgers are in the driver's seat, and then you're Jose Budo, and you have to groove a fastball to Mookie Betts, and it's 5-2. Like, it's everything that went right in the Phillies series is going wrong in this one. It's crazy.
I think a big part of that is because this team's significantly better than that one. But I'm not going to say the P word because we're over with them. We're done with them. We beat them. It's over. But this is just a situation where I don't know. Like, I'm sure they're looking for answers. Like, we're kind of talking about them right now, but they keep again trying the same things. Like when the lineup came out
like
before
Harrison
this game,
Harrison Bader cannot touch the field hitting the rest of the postseason unless we're up 10 runs.
I just don't understand why that was the substitution to make. Like after the first 5 guys in this order, Francisco Alvarez is the only guy who hit the ball hard tonight, and Francisco Alvarez finally actually did take some better at bats. He also took a ball to the sky, act like he got shot in the head, but
he got shot.
The only other at bat where a player hit the ball hard, which is putting a ball in play over 95 miles an hour after Starling Marte in the batting corner, was Tyrone Taylor's pinch hit appearance later in the game.
And Jesse Winker, right?
No, it actually wasn't. 94.5.
Oh, wow. Really? Wasn't hit that hard?
Yeah, it really wasn't.
Damn. Okay.
But he got around on. He got under, and it got some backspin on there. But it was just, I can't even understand why that was the button Carlos Mendoza pressed. Like, why in the world is Harrison Bader getting at bats over Jesse Winker? Truthfully,
and
how could you explain that?
Yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense. And also, reverse splits thing, bullshit. There it is, because you want to know why? Yoshinobu Yamamoto was like sliders and cutters to righties. Who gives a shit about fucking reverse splits? That's why we don't care about it. It's I know again, JD Martinez had 2 walks, but it doesn't matter. He's not there to walk, and he needs to do some damage for us.
I talked about it a little bit last night, and then I talked about it today. Yamamoto, I tweeted it, the most sliders he's ever thrown in a major league appearance.
And I said it last night on the podcast too. I said, you know what he's going to do now? He's going to just throw a bunch of
Sliders.
sliders. And you're like, he hasn't thrown many. I'm like, I know, but I bet you that's what he's going to fucking do.
This is the most he's ever thrown in a game. And you know what's really fucking funny? And my dad texted me about this. I tweeted it in the 3rd inning, and after the 4th inning, Fox put it on the broadcast.
Really?
14 sliders, most he's ever thrown in a game. I was like, all right, thanks, guys. Thank you. Whoever's doing the stats for Fox definitely follows me on Twitter, and they definitely saw that shit, and they definitely submitted that to the broadcast. But it's just that's just a good pitcher. A good pitcher does what a good pitcher does. Yamamoto was amazing. He was fucking awesome. Like, I'm not gonna say he wasn't. The guy was great. The fastball had tons of life. I know you were in the stands. I was watching on TV. The curveball was falling all over the place. Like, it was really good. But the big thing that changed this game for Yamamoto's perspective was when he needed a big out, he went to that slider. That slider got the most swings and misses of any pitch he had, got the second most called strikes of any pitch he had besides his fastball, and that was the one he continuously went to. It had the highest chase rate, second highest chase rate besides fastball of any pitch he threw. That was the one. He pulled a pitch out of his ass he hasn't thrown all year because the Mets, for some reason, flooded their lineup with right-handed pitchers again against right-handed batters against a right-handed pitcher. And again, for 2 straight nights, Carlos Mendoza kind of got pantsed by Dave Roberts.
Yeah, no, it was not a good decision by any means. I know Jeff McNeil hasn't had good at-bats in the time that he has been up at the plate this year.
I'm not even worried about the Jeff McNeil thing.
I know. I'm saying, just because I know Iglesias has been struggling too. He's definitely cooled off quite a bit.
I mean, it's like we've kind of been talking about the whole time. It was always unsustainable for him, and he finally turned to pumpkin, the worst possible fucking time. But quick, going to an ad real quick. We're coming right back for you guys.
I think it's also worth to note, and I'm going to say this again too, the Dodgers are beating us. Like, they're playing really good baseball.
No, they're crushing us. They're crushing us. Every facet of the game.
Like, it's not like even if we make these moves, we still might lose these games. They're just going to feel a little more competitive than what's actually going on because they are mashing at the plate right now.
Think about this for a second. Just think about the dichotomy of the two teams right now. The Mets had Jose Quintana on the mound, who, for all accounts and purposes, Jose Quintana's been a stopper for us over the last month. But if we think back 6 weeks, 8 weeks, some people, probably a lot of you guys listening to this podcast, wanted Jose Quintana literally DFA'd, wanted him off this team, didn't want him to get a paycheck anymore from the Mets. He hands the ball to Jose Budo. Jose Budo has been a great story for the Mets this whole year. And even in this game, he only allowed 1 earned run of his own. A couple inherited runs to score, of course, which sucks, but only 1 earned run of his own. He has forever been someone we could think a little bit of potential, maybe could start, maybe be in relief, but for all intents and purposes, again, a quadruple A guy until he shows something else.
He's like their last reliever in their pen.
And then we hand the ball to Phil Maton. Phil Maton, he's crafty. He's good. I talked to a guy in the train on the way home. They're like, Maton really knows how to pitch. I was like, yeah, Maton throws 89 miles an hour. He's the next guy who gets the ball after that. And after that is Danny Young. And Danny Young just wears one. It takes the end of this game on the chin, just does it. The Dodgers have Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who's making $300 million. He hands the ball to Evan Phillips, who has a sweeper that will make your eyes tear up. Yeah. He hands the ball to Blake Treinen, who, apart from how much he hates everybody in the world politically, he can throw nasty pitches that move left, they move right, they move up, they move down. It's insane. And then when the game's out of reach, they hand the ball to Edgardo Henriquez, who throws 102 miles an hour. Just think about the difference of that right now. Just think about the box scores reading up and down of who's pitching for the Dodgers and who's pitching for the Mets. We gotta fucking try to win one of these games, but we're completely overmatched right there.
Yeah, I mean, they are the better team. We know this. We knew this coming into
the only game we won was fucking Manaea. That's our only advantage.
And that's why he's a dog. He's the fucking man. We love Sean Manaea, but yeah, it's really sucked in the stadium. Do you know what's crazy too? Watching today's game, it's like I know Danny Young kind of again took one on the chin. I think he finished his appearance with like a whip at like 2.7. I think Tyler McGill has a whip for the series at like 3. I think Phil Maton has a whip close to 4 after tonight's appearance. Budo gave up some base. Like, the amount of base runners we are giving up in this series,
it's laughable.
It's unsustainable. It makes scoring 10 runs easy. We had 3 or 4 less hits than the Dodgers in this game. We had 8 less runs. That's insane to think about. It's because the walks are adding up. And we don't hit with runners in scoring position right now.
Dude, Freddie Freeman didn't even play in this game.
They sat, dude, and you know what? Fuck Tommy Edman. God, fuck Tommy Edman.
And forever.
And fuck the Dodgers fan who was sitting behind me. That nice fucking asshole from LA. He was so kind. and so respectful, and he just loved baseball and loved the Dodgers. But hearing play-by-play from him the entire game while my heart's getting ripped out of my fucking chest watching this was hell. And then to hear him say, I'm about to spit hate here. To hear him talk about how the Dodgers play fucking small ball, I wanted to turn around. I almost committed assault. I was ready. I was ready to go to jail tonight. I was like, I told my dad, I said, if we come back from this game, I'm turning around. I'm giving it to this dude. I was like, there's just no way I'm going to let him walk out of the stadium without at least saying something. Obviously, we got our ass beat, so I just had to sit on my hands and do absolutely nothing. But hearing him talk about how the Dodgers play small ball, they had the third most home runs in Major League Baseball this year. Are you fucking stupid or are you dumb? Or are you just from L.A.? Ugh!
I think the thoughts you would have had in that cell wouldn't even have been as horrible as the ones you're going to have in your own apartment tonight. So wouldn't have wouldn't have been a big deal. The Mets have issued, this is per Michael G. Barron, who I got so mad. I jumped into his replies tonight. I got so pissed off.
You did get mad.
I got so mad, but they've issued 30 walks in 4 games. Allegedly, as per Michael G. Barron, that's a record in the NLCS, the most walks ever given up. But also, I got in his mentions because he listed the Mets' RISP in this game. So game 1, they were 0 for 4. Game 2, they were 4 for 12. Game 1, they were 0 for 3, and tonight they were 0 for 6. Which of those numbers is not like the other ones? The one with fucking 12. It's not about not getting the hits run scoring position. It's fucking putting guys in run scoring position. That's the goddamn problem. How many hits did the Mets? I mean, I actually had 10 hits in this game, but there were so many chances, but there was nothing sustained. There was nothing actually happened.
Well, I mean, they had options with runners in scoring position. They just shit the bed tonight.
Yeah, by that time, what? It was the 6th inning one, 7th inning one? They're already down by 5 runs. They shit the bed again. It's just they're not doing enough to put themselves in an opportunity to win. They're not anymore. I said it last night. They worked. Right now, they're not. And I watched this bar at the game at a bar in Manhattan, and I got especially mad about this because I was watching this game. Shout out Jay-Z. Shout out Eamon. The bar was all Yankee that when I got there at 8 o'clock. But one TV was on the Mets. Like, I'm going to watch the Mets. But everyone there was logged in the Yankees. Volumes on the Yankees. Makes sense. Late game. Yankee game was super exciting. Yankees wind up losing. Doesn't matter. What you eat does not make me shit. For some reason, basically every single Yankee fan that sat there watching stayed till the end of the Mets game, just simply root against the Mets. There were people standing on their chairs, clapping and cheering and screaming when the Dodgers were scoring runs. When this game was still tight at the beginning, when the Dodgers have seeing eye singles that bounce off Francisco Lindor's glove, these people are standing up and screaming, "Fuck you!" Again, what you eat does not make me shit. Anyone that roots against another team like that, you're a fucking loser. God, that pissed me off so bad.
Yeah, thank God I didn't have to deal with that. Definitely would have caught an assault charge then.
Yeah, I said some things to these people. I said some things to them. I'm not going to disclose exactly what I said to them. Not that we don't disclose things we say in this podcast, but I had some choice words. But just it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating how this shit just went down. And I'm there again. This is like yesterday. This is an event session. We just gave you guys 15 minutes of complete fucking vitriol and nonsense and bullshit. We're puking black sludge. Yeah. I'm not conceding this is over. Step up and win.
7.
No, of course. But the worst part of this is the first time we've lost back-to-back games this postseason. The first time we've lost back-to-back games in general since Friday and Saturday in Milwaukee. First time we've lost back-to-back games at Citi Field since the middle of August. That shit all sucks. That's crazy. This is the time that shit turned into a pumpkin. But I'm still not fucking done. I ain't hear no bell.
No, I'm going to be locked in for the game tomorrow. As soon as I land in Chicago, shout out Healy, getting married, I'm going to be like, all right, we got to get to a bar. I'm landing at 4 o'clock Chicago time. I think the game starts technically at 4:08 Central Standard Time. Got to find a bar. I'll hang out in the airport and watch the game. Whatever it is, locked in. Just don't want the season to end. Really don't want the season to end. This isn't how it's supposed to end. This isn't it.
Not even that. Even if it ends, it fucking ends. Whatever. Fucking doesn't matter. I don't want to hear any conversations about is the season success. I don't want to hear one motherfucking person talking about the offseason. I can't believe any fan that's watched this team play for the last month that's like, this shit's fucking dead. It's not fucking dead. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't look good. I'm not like happy, cheery, go lucky, yada yada yada. But yeah, I'm not like, oh boy, can't wait for the fucking game. I'm not Mr. Optimism over here. No. But how the fuck can you think this shit is over based on what we've seen? And again, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm the fucking idiot. Maybe I'm the happy clown. Shout out Tony Soprano. But like, I'm just like, why? It's not over. It really isn't. Fuck this Dodgers team. Fuck them. Fuck them. Go up and fucking play a game. David Peterson starts the game tomorrow. Maybe because they're saying a pitcher's relief. Let's say you win one. You go back to LA. Then you got Sean Manaea. Win that one. That's just game 7. Then just fucking play the game. I don't fucking know. I'm not going to concede. I'm not hearing a bell. I don't feel good. I'm not pretending to
Oh
you guys
no,
this is all
no.
fucking great, but God, this is just a lot of emotion.
Yeah, it's definitely not the kid waking up or can't sleep before Christmas feeling. It's more of the like going to my sentencing. Where am I getting? Am I going to jail for life or am I
Am I
a
getting the
free
chair?
man? Yeah, like whatever it is. It's like, oh my god, I'm anxious. I'm not excited. I am anxious. I'm nervous. This is not fun territory to be in. But you know what? It is kind of fun because we're still playing
We're in
baseball.
the
We
Final
still got a
Four.
chance. We
That
still
I'm
got a
pissed off about
chance.
that shit too. People are like, "Oh, same old Mets." What do you mean, same old
Yeah,
Mets?
the
We're
fuck
in
do you
the NLC.
mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
So is it not same old Mets? We win
We
the fucking World Series.
we took down the NL East champions. We took down the NL
No, no,
Central
no, no, no.
champion.
Stop talking the past
No,
tense. You're not talking the past tense.
I am because fuck that. No, this has been a season to this point that has surprised everybody. Don't give me the same fucking Mets shit. If it was the same fucking Mets shit, we wouldn't be here.
So I got pissed off someone on Twitter on Thursday too because he was like, "Oh, this is who we really are." I was like, "Why is this who we really are?
Yeah,
We're in
what?
the Final Four. What are you
I'd be
talking about?"
I'd love to be one of the 4 best teams every single year. If this is who we really are, we lose in the NLCS. That sounds all right
It's
considering
the
where
middle
we've
of
been.
October. We're one of
Yeah.
4 teams playing baseball right now. What do you mean? I hope this is who we really are. This actually is who we really are. You're right about that, asshole. But still upset, still mad, still hopeful. It's just there's so many emotions swirling around. I just can't even. I don't know, dude. I don't fucking know. This has been one of the most taxing postseason runs of any of my teams in my life.
I am exhausted. I am so tired. I woke up especially early today. I woke up at 8 o'clock. I've been waking up at 8 o'clock as well the last few days because buildings are just being knocked down in my backyard. So if it's not my fucking neighbor Vlad upstairs who's so goddamn loud in the morning waking me up, it's construction going on because these 3 a.m. edits and then waking up at 8 a.m. and then dealing with the emotional stress and just fucking torture
Turmoil.
of watching this team right now. I'm like, I think I've lost a year or two off my lifespan.
The job isn't finished. Giving you guys one more ad, and then we're going to preview a fateful Game 5.
Previewing Game 5 just feels weird. I'm like, my brain is just like, so play baseball. I'm tired of previewing. Play baseball. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. You can tell the people.
All I'm going to say is that Mendoza officially said that Peterson's going to start the game. Peterson this season has been nails. He's been a stopper.
Just say it.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like when he gets the ball, I feel pretty good. We saw Jack Flaherty already. Fuck that guy. I'm very confident we can hit him. Maybe that's stupid. Maybe that's famous last words. I watched him pitch. It wasn't impressive. I would like to get after him. The game starts at 5. Maybe we just don't like 8 o'clock start times. Maybe we want the 5 o'clock start time. You win this game, now all of a sudden you shift the pressure back. You get a good feeling. You get in a plane. You feel okay. It's just everything can change with one game. I'm never going to concede, literally, until the last out. I was hanging out watching the game tonight. Rosie was like, "It's over, right?" I was like, "It is not over. I don't care. It's not. It's just simply not fucking over."
I stayed to the last out with my dad at the game. I was like, "What if they do come back? I want to be here."
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
amazing. Remember Fever Pitch?
Yeah.
Like that was the greatest comeback of all time. You missed it, but it's just
fair,
you can't.
I'd take that any day. If
yeah,
the fucking World Series, I'd love to miss it.
Shout out Drew Barrymore, but I'm just go out and play a fucking game. Play a fucking game. What else do you have? This could be the last baseball game you play all year.
Go down swinging.
I mean, I don't know. For all you guys are going to be in Citi Field tomorrow, I'm going to be there. There's nothing that can ever keep me away. This could be the last time I'm going to be in Citi Field all year. I'm going to miss the opportunity. Last time being one of my favorite places on earth. The end of the year, like this is it. Just get there, be electric, be feral, like get after this. Like this is literally it. Like there's no tomorrow. You have to. What?
I'm calling someone out tomorrow that needs to show up.
Who?
Grimace. Where's he been? They haven't had Grimace in the ballpark the last 2 nights. There's been no purple figure showing up in between innings. Where's Grimace? We need him tomorrow. He's got to show the fuck up. He's got to. We're calling all Grimace, Seymour Wiener, the Glizzy the Izzy dog, fuck it, the Rally Pimp, whatever has been going on.
I'll even say, where the fuck is DJ Lomo's got to bring some more heat.
DJ Lomo's he was better today. There's no doubt he was better today, but in the 6th inning when we were down by a bunch, they started.
Did you hear who's coming to the ballpark tomorrow? Actually, you might hate this.
The Temptations.
Yeah,
I saw that. It's fine. Whatever. Bring them all fucking in. Bring in anybody with a little bit of vibe. Just we need it. We need to keep the magic alive. Fucking let Jose Iglesias do a concert with the Temptations. I don't care.
I'll say this: it is fucked up that the Dodgers team is so good that like Shohei's been he's been exactly him. Like, we won't throw him strikes. If we throw him strikes, he hits 500-foot home runs like he did in the first inning. He
That
walks
ball
3
was
times.
118.
Yeah, that was murdered. And then Freddie Freeman doesn't even play. Mookie Betts has been horrible. Mookie Betts just shows up and takes over the fucking game. Mookie Betts goes 4 for 6 with a fucking double and a homer, hits 4 hard hit balls. Like, it's just, there's so many fucking guys. But, like, past that, I said it on the fucking on Dodger territory. I said it on this show last night. The bottom of this order, somebody has to wake up and do something.
Yeah.
JD Martinez can't walk twice. He has to put the ball in the gap.
Or
Jose
just
Iglesias,
Jesse Winker.
yeah, or just Jesse Winker has to play baseball. Like, Francisco Alvarez did show up tonight, thankfully. He took some good at-bats. He took one on the thigh. He smoked the ball. I think it was like 118. It's the hardest ball he's hit in about a month. 110, he actually hit one. That was 2 hardest hit balls from the Mets tonight. Francisco Alvarez and Tyrone Taylor.
Yeah.
One of them didn't even fucking start.
No.
Like,
And the other one was taken out early.
yeah, exactly point. But I think Mendoza's thinking a little too hard right now. I don't like it. Well, Danny Young, most swings and misses on the Mets. This is terrible. So I don't want to look at any more stats.
Get off of Baseball Savant.
I'm deleting the tab right now. Someone just be great. Someone just be great. Someone just do something. Someone please take a lead. Just take
besides Lindor and Vientos
and Vientos and Pete Alonso. And I guess Nimmo, because Nimmo's still been good, even though his feet are broken. But someone just please be great.
That's what we need. We're gonna need it. 1 game away from elimination. 1 loss, and the
David
season
Peterson.
is over. It's on David Peterson once again. I don't know how we keep getting here, but David Peterson, we are relying on you. We're relying on Kodai Sang. We're relying on everybody to step up tomorrow.
Every single person. Edwin Diaz, 2-3 innings. Who cares?
Yeah, whatever. Pitch him in the 4th if we have to. I really
45, 50 pitches. It does
There's
not matter.
no tomorrow.
This is it. This is it.
Yeah, if you lose, it's over. The season was fun, but it's over.
And we'll just tell you guys contractually, if a bad thing happens on Friday, we're not going to talk to you until Monday or Tuesday. It's just not going to happen. I'm sorry. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. You're the reason we're here. I'm not. Monday or Tuesday. That's when you hear from us.
Yeah, I'll be in Chicago, and I'm going to be like,
Maybe. But you know what? Fuck that shit. We're playing Game 6 on Sunday. We're gonna get ready for this shit. And again, if we die that night, you'll hear from us on Monday.
Yes, you'll hear from us on Monday. The next episode, unless we win,
will be Monday.
You'll hear from us on Monday.
Yeah.
If we win, we'll talk tomorrow night.
No matter what, you guys. Yeah. If we win, I mean, maybe a little bit. No matter what, you just gotta hear from us on Monday.
Yeah. I don't really know how to end this.
Just let's end it. Let's please win. It's Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever. James Shiano, Draft Tech Mark. You guys know. Let's play some ball.
Okay, wait. Let's give one little inspiration. You got a little inspiration for the boys?
Yeah, I got a little last second pep talk here. This is it. This is the season. How many times have you guys thought we were out of this shit? Literally, I'm not even kidding.
Me 20.
The middle of March 30th, you guys thought the season was over. April 4th, the season you thought it was over. The middle of April, the end of April, the beginning of May.
May 18th.
The end of May. June was good. But then, the middle of July, it felt bad again.
At one point,
and Kodai Senga got hurt. It felt like it was over again. And then it felt like it was over again in the middle of August. And the end of August felt like it was over again. And then Edwin Diaz gave the home run to Jackson Merrill. And then Edwin Diaz gave the home run to Corbin Carroll. We thought it was over 2 more times there. And then it was over so many times. Sal Frelick hit the home run in the 9th inning, 8th inning. We thought it was over then. Nick Castellanos hit a walk-off. We thought it was over then. Game 1 against the Dodgers, thought it could have been over then. Play a fucking baseball game. Show the fuck up. Play a game. And hey, Frankie Peppers, you gotta make a pot of sauce, dude. You gotta do something. We need a pot of sauce. We need some food tomorrow. I know the game is early. I know you gotta work. If you could find any way to create any kind of Italian creation in your kitchen or in any kitchen, I don't care what kitchen you cook it in. Truthfully, anywhere you could possibly make it, make some Italian food. Help the boys out.
We fucking need it. We need it all. We need it all. All the vibes, get all the negativity out now as soon as this podcast ends. Happy vibes. Let's beat the Dodgers. Let's go back to LA. Let's fuck it up. Let's have some fun. Let's see what we can do. Season ain't over yet. Not dead yet. Can't kill us yet. LFGM, let's fucking go Mets. We will talk to you guys whenever.
Soon.
I don't know. It's, on a day that ends in Y.
You will hear from us. Let's fucking go Mets. This shit is not over. See you guys next time.
Beat LA.